When I was teenager, I was really unproductive. I was so lazy. I didn't care about homework, studying, basically anything except playing video games, hanging out with friends. But I think that that's a teenager thing. But when I was growing up and I learned more about self-improvement and actually that I should take responsibility for my own life and actions, because I'm the one who will create my future and nobody will dare, to hold my hand while I'm going through life. I realized that I need to be productive. I mean, if I will not be productive, there will be huge consequences to that. I will probably never find a nice job in my life. I will never be able to reach that quality of life where I can have a nice home and get these experiences that I really want in life just because I was lazy and I wasn't being as productive as I could be. And once I started improving my life, I liked it. A lot, of course. I got a very good feeling when I started to see the results in my body, in my mind, in my social circle. It was awesome. So of course I got kind of hooked into this because I figured if I did this, so I was productive, I got this result. And I started to optimize my life, be as productive as I can. And it went well. I was getting a lot of things done. I was improving my life so fast. At some point I felt like I'm outgrowing my own social circle very badly, and I started to feel uncomfortable to be around certain people because I felt like they are not on the same level as me or mature enough. And as probably you can understand from that sentence, that story, it started to go a little bit in the unhealthy route and not stay on the health side of things. Joo, menkää vaan. Ei. My relationship with productivity started to be really toxic. I started to have a lot of obsessive thoughts about it, like every minute that I was living needed to be productive. Every bus ride I was having, every walk, every meal while I was eating, I needed to do something productive. So read a book, listen to something educational, do something with my hands while I was doing another thing. And it started to take a toll on my mental health at some point where I was supposed to sleep, but I couldn't sleep anymore because all the things in my head were going around and I was thinking, how can I optimize this even more? But also on the other hand, I got a lot of things done, but I don't want to go back to that moment and think I'm happy that I did it. I think that it's part of my past and I don't want to change it, as I don't want to change anything from my past. I don't want to have regrets because I learned again also about that. But there was a point where I stopped enjoying life so much. It wasn't anymore that I was going out and doing nice things and hearing birds. It was just a life where I was executing things as well as I could. And if you think about the values behind that type of lifestyle, it isn't to enjoy life now. It isn't to feel satisfied, to feel content of who you are. You're constantly moving forward and doing things just so you could be better. So once I started to slow down my life and simplify my life, when I understood those are actually super important for somebody living in the 21st century, because we have already everything pretty much, at least in the Western society, I realized I need to connect more to the universe, to me. I need to go back to the roots, realize who I really am and what I want, and not waste time trying to be as productive as I can and just feeling miserable in the nights. Doesn't make much sense. But still, I can't say that now I'm cured from this productivity trap forever. I think it's something that keeps coming back all the time in my life. The good thing is now I just have the self-awareness in this. I don't want to go too overboard. Still, I do sometimes. I think it's part of the process. But at least I'm all the time thinking, is this healthy for me, or am I doing too much? Am I doing quite the opposite, so I'm going back to the lazy me that I was 10 years ago? Or am I going to the too extremely productive me that I was 5 years ago? Now I have much more balanced approach in this. I take relaxation as well very seriously. I want to take it as seriously as the work. So if I have decided that, for example, today from 4 to 7, I don't do anything, absolutely nothing, then in those hours I want to be able to do exactly that. So in this case, nothing. That I'm not there like a little bit with the phone replying to my YouTube comments or whatever. Even though that's fun, think about what I could talk about in the next video or something. So even though it doesn't feel like work, you need to give time for the actual relaxation and self-care. I used to think I want to become the best version of myself, but this week I realized actually maybe becoming the best version of myself requires letting go of that I need to become the best version of myself. And that way I can actually feel much more fulfilled in life. If you haven't yet watched this video, make sure to watch it next. Remember to stay kind and meaningful in your own beautiful journey. Seve signing out. Ciao.